If you've been following along, today we're bringing our kitchen lithography and our custom collage papers together into one complete piece. Let's get started. So this is the print that I decided to go with today of the kitchen lithography that we did. I think this paper worked really nicely because it's really transparent. Although I really did like this paper here too. But let's start with this one. I'm just going to rip it. Not going to be too precious about it. We're just going to kind of have a play and see how we can put these down in a way that we can build on top of it. Okay, so I want a really thin piece, so I'm just going to cut this sort of piece out of here. It's kind of hard to use the water technique or rip it if you want something really specific. I'm going to tear this again because I really like this shape, and I kind of like those marks too. Something that you can do also is take the tissue paper and wet it down with a wet brush. And then you can tear it really easily in a more specific shape. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to wet this down with some acrylic medium. I just have a little bit of medium here on this piece of paper. I know some of you are going to ask if you need to seal this before. If you use coffee and acrylics, they should already be sealed because the acrylic is going to act as a binder and seal that image for you. If we were to use watercolor, you would definitely have to reseal it. Now, I'm going to tell you also that this is a little tricky. Because tissue paper is so light, but I like how transparent it becomes. So that's kind of why I used it. And if it rips a little bit, that's okay too. Let's go over it with another layer of I'm using matte medium, but you can use gel medium. I love how that looks. Might see a little bit coming up here from the Stabilo pencil that I put down, and that wasn't sealed in, but it doesn't bother me that much. I'm okay with it, but I really like that sort of purpley color with the black. Okay, so I want a really thin piece, so I'm just going to cut this sort of piece out of here. It's kind of hard to use the water technique or rip it if you want something really specific. I just wanted another piece of collage here on this like headland looking space. I want a little tension there, like between just a little hint of that white showing through. Yeah, you can see how some of that black is coming off, but that's okay. We can work with that. Happy accidents. We'll kind of just go with what we have. Okay, I think that looks good to me. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of this sort of port color from this is the Derwent Line and Wash set. Had that forever. It was one of the first watercolor sets that I bought. But it's got this beautiful color in it that I love so much. So I'm just going to put that through here and maybe bring it down a little bit through here. And see, it kind of almost mimics what we've got going on there. I'm going to add a little bit of the Poems About You brown through here. I can hear you all screaming at me that I'm covering up all the layers. Yes, that will happen. But I think it's going to make for a really interesting, like, grouping, I think. I'm going to add some blue up here. This is another Payne's Gray from that set. And then we're just going to I wet the paper down. So we're just going to kind of put some marks up here. I don't want it to be too dramatic. I sort of like that spot that we got going on there. And there is a little bit of this sort of greenish color, like a pale green color. It might be kind of pretty through there. And this was one of the reasons why I printed these on watercolor paper so that I could use watercolor on them. Because printmaking paper, while nice, does not hold up and does not play very well with watercolor. Let's put some marks through here. Ooh, I like what's going on here. I think we have a good combination of things going on. Now we need to think about what else we could add. Okay, so I've added this little piece of collage paper here. I'm just going to put it over. I'm not going to put it underneath. I'm just going to push it down. I really thought that added just a little bit of texture, and I really like that. I really love that paper that I made. Let's let this dry and see how it looks. Let me come in with a little bit of Inktense in the baked earth. Got it a little wet. I just want to put some marks, like distinguishing marks through here. I might add another layer of mark making to it. It's kind of subtle, maybe. I really like it over here. And over here is good too. Okay. I'm just going to come in with the Neocolor II. Got it a little wet. I'm just going to take a brush. I kind of just want to add a little bit of this color in some spots. Not a lot. I like an ochre. And I didn't want to cover up everything. Sometimes, you know, just subtle little marks like this can really make a difference. This is a salmon color. I'm just going to add just real subtle colors to kind of bring in almost like highlights. I know it's very unusual of me to add like things with a tiny brush, but I'm feeling a tiny brush today. Okay, so let's do like through here. And maybe one kind of coming down through here. Because we don't want all of our marks looking the same. Oh, I like that. I think that did something for it. Okay, I'm just going to take some Caran d'Ache here, the Neocolor IIs, and put it on this deli paper. And we're going to do some scratchy marks. Okay, so let's add, I just want some scribbly marks through here. You use a stylus for this. I'm going to begin with this palette knife. So I want them to be pretty thin. I don't want them to be too bold. But I did want some marks through here. Okay, I'm going to take this embossing tool and I'm just going to put some marks through here so that we can do a little drawing over top of them with our charcoal pencil. Jerry's Artarama Jumbo Jet Black Charcoal Pencil. I've really been loving this sort of embossing thing that goes on here when we scrape over these marks. You can see that it just makes such a wonderful texture. I was kind of trying to mimic that idea of that shape up there, like the texture of it. You guys know how I love a bold mark. Let's bring this coming down. So I'm going to put a few more embossing marks up here and do the same thing because I think it looks really cool. And maybe I'm doing too much. I don't know. I just thought it would be a fun, like a cool texture to add up there in the sky area. Just be pretty light with it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so this line is really bugging me. So I'm gonna come in with some oil pastels and see if we can make that a little bit more subtle. That was where I printed the paper off and I didn't measure it because, you know, that's hard. So let's just do some grays and some whites. See if we can make this a little... Ooh, that was a lot. A little bit more... I'm okay with it being in some spots. I just can't... I can't let it stay all the way across there because it's really... I mean, it looks unintentional because it was, right? And unintentional marks don't do me any good. Let's put a lot of white up there. Could have used soft pastels as well. But I feel like it needs some... I like the creaminess of this Yeah, okay. I think that works better for me. Okay, I'm happier with it. Okay, here it is with the mat. I like how this one turned out. I like the have the collage just sort of blended in and made some textures, but didn't really, it doesn't look collaged on. I love these marks down here with the embossy idea and the lines up here. I think that's a really good combination. It also ties into what's going on over here. I like the little subtle Caran Dash Neocolor IIs we put in there. I know that I covered up a lot of it. I know I covered up a lot of the original print, but that's always going to happen when I make work because I just like to add layers. You can still see the original bits of it in spots, but you know, it's kind of there underneath. Like all of this stuff under here is the kitchen litho. So that's something to keep in mind. Like if you're going to cover things up, and I don't want you to be precious about it. Like you can always, like, you know, I mess up all the time and I just cover things up. That's how it works. But yeah, I really like those coffee collage papers that we added up here and through here. I think it really added some nice depth to it, and those were really fun to make. So let me know in the comments if you're going to try this. Don't forget to like and hype the video if you can, and I will see you next week with another video about something fun. Thanks so much. Bye.